Okay, here we go.
All right, same bands, same pick. So that's Renekton back on the top lane, and well, Thresh wasn't locked in. Lee Sin.
Lee Sin was banned. Rise was
Yeah,
banned. Leona was banned. LeBlanc was banned.
Vi was banned.
Yeah, Vi was banned.
The last ban was. Do you remember what the last ban was
Yeah,
actually?
it was Kale on the purple side.
Okay.
And I hope I have the correct names in the right order. So
Actually, is your screen black for your stream?
Yes.
is my screen black? No.
Yeah. Somebody just messaged me on the client that your screen was black.
That's okay.
No, it's good. Right.
Is it?
Are we supposed to? Well, you know, I don't. You should be seeing something.
Please no Ghost Reno.
Should be seeing something. It's just okay.
Yes, it's my first time casting.
Okay, they did pick Braum, so they're gonna have to pick Renekton no matter what in this game, because that's what. Okay, so there we go. There's the Renekton pick.
Kha'Zix in the jungle.
Yeah.
Kha'Zix is actually a really strong level 1 jungler because of his isolation. He's able to pick up a target, mostly one versus one, any champion in a upfront confrontation. So, in my experience, like the only champion that probably beats a Kha'Zix on a one-on-one would be a Vi at level 1. So that could be a reason why LG Hunters banned out Vi in the beginning, just so they get an advantage at the level 1.
Yeah. So I had a slight box malfunction on my computer, but that's fine. I'm just closing something. So just ignore that, please. Jarvan getting picked out on blue side.
Jarvan's actually an interesting pick. He focuses on mostly punishing other players, so if Seneca Syllabs don't make any mistakes, they should have a perfect time against Jarvan and not be able to have to deal against him. He really capitalizes on punishing lane opponents and jungling lanes when ganking. So usually the top laner, they can't overextend, they have to be farming carefully against when there's a Jarvan. Still a black screen.
Still a black screen.
We are still in champ select. I do not know why there's a black screen. Let me go check. Alex, do you mind taking?
Andrew Seneca Sibbles.
Seneca Sybil's. Thanks for correcting me. Syllabs? Sybil's. I'm pretty sure that's a Korean cuss word or something.
I'm getting some positive feedback. I think some people can see, some people can't. That might be due to some people's bandwidth.
Yeah. Can you try? If anybody who's not able to see a black, if you just see a black screen, can you just restart your stream?
Yeah.
There's an overlay on top of him just so we can hide the summoner spells on to see.
Yeah.
So we know the other team won't know on which champions are going to which lanes.
Okay. So we have Twitch picked out and Katarina, Jackson, Vayne, and Nidalee picked out completely.
Nidalee probably would be is one of, I'm not sure actually. Headpoint is real. He was known for a very strong Kha'Zix game. He was a very strong Kha'Zix player himself, getting all those resets. And actually Soy, he traditionally goes to a lot of a tankier build, so Renekton does make sense on him. Traditionally, how do you think a Renekton would be against a Jax pick in the top lane?
Well, if Renekton plays smart, I think he can win, but Jax is going to have a bit more sustain power, mostly because of his attack speed passive. So as soon as he gets a Vamp Scepter, he'll be healing much quicker, and if he times his auto attack correctly when he gets his ultimate, he'll be able to do some massive poke to Renekton. So Renekton either needs to build some really early health or armor in order to sustain in lane.
Exactly.
But you know what? Honestly, it could go either way.
Also,
depending on how the players play.
back in season two, Renekton was actually chosen in the top lane a lot because of his bullying power. So, and Jax traditionally having a weak early game, um, would be probably bullied out by Renekton. So he'll be what um, Seneca Sybils wants to do is probably get a lane swap to get Thresh and Vayne lane against the Renekton.
Hmm.
So Jax would basically be able to farm under a tower rather than fight one on one versus Renekton, which he'll traditionally lose in the early game.
Yep, that is affirmative on that. I really, really hope that we see something good come out of the junglers, because Kha'Zix against Jarvan is always something fun to watch. Jarvan, if he gets that first hit on Kha'Zix in the jungle somewhere, he might be able to win the trade-off between the two junglers. So I would really love to see that. That would just be so amazing. That would probably be my favorite encounter in this match right now, is if we could see that.
Anybody who's still getting a black screen, you need to restart your stream. If you see an overlay, it's supposed to be there. Don't fret. I'm getting a lot of messages.
Yep. It's okay, guys. Do not panic. Everything you're seeing so far is normal.
Braum in the bottom lane, actually, being a new champion and all, he actually has a really good synergy with Twitch just because Twitch has his ultimate, guaranteed to get his stuns with that range and the auto attack boost.
Yep. Right now, Braum is exceptionally powerful. So it would not shock me to see anything
I
anything less than.
You could turn off the overlay, by the way, so everyone can see all the picks. That's probably not going to be too late. Well,
We got about 7 seconds left before we jump into the game, guys. So please be patient. So I would not worry at all.
okay. Well, so while we're waiting for the champions to load in, obviously being a Seneca club and a school club, we're actually going to be starting like tryouts later on in the future. I'm thinking of starting a tryout later on in the future for a semi-professional team for the club. So if anybody's interested in trying out, we'll probably be that plan will be probably worked out in the future. Uh, Ghost, you were talking about that you'd like to actually manage one of the teams and take a look at what we can do in the future with that.
Yeah, I would really like to see something happen. Maybe not just like with Seneca, would also be a plus, but in general, just manage a team of a few players here and there. I think that would be something to really be proud of, especially it being a Canadian team, and we didn't have too many Canadian teams in the LCS in general. I think we
Yeah,
had one or two from one from British Columbia. I think that was in the collegiate not too
yeah,
long ago.
that would be UBC and SFU
Right.
from the West Coast, and actually from the East Coast. We don't have many teams besides Waterloo's Nexus Gaming, and I think a mixed group from Ryerson and McMaster, which they were really really strong during that time.
Yep, they were. They were exceptionally powerful.
Did you watch the collegiate games actually?
I didn't see all of them, but I saw a good chunk of them, and there were some really talented Canadian players.
Actually, from the LCS, we had three of TSM members were actually Canadian. Actually, two of them. That would be the Odd One and Wild Turtle, who's actually Toronto. Woot woot, Toronto.
Wild Turtle's from Toronto.
Yes, he's
Really?
from Toronto.
I did not
Yes.
know that. Okay, that's pretty cool then.
He was very surprised that we have packaged milk in bags.
Hmm. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that, so that's actually really interesting. I'm glad to hear that. Oh my god, man! You know what? That makes me feel better, a little bit more as a player.
Yeah.
Hearing that, so not just as a player really, but as someone who loves games, especially League of Legends, it makes me really happy to hear that.
Esports has really grown in the last few years, so I like to see where it's heading later in the future.
It has. All right, as we get on to the Rift, though, we have finally made it apologies for the load
The
screen,
delay.
the delay, all of it. Hopefully,
So we haven't.
we can get something good out of this.
So it looks like that both teams are heading down straight down the mid lane, and the pings are going out for the Seneca Sibyls to head toward the LG Hunters bot lane.
Hmm.
Maybe they want to get a lane swap, or maybe they want to try to invade to scout out the Twitch. But obviously, these two teams are out looking for blood. Who would you say would have the best level 1 during the invade?
Right now, I think it would be Seneca Sibyls. They have Vayne, they have Nidalee, they have Jax, and they have Thresh. That's a huge level 1 advantage. If Kha'Zix starts Q, which I don't remember if Jungle Kha'Zix starts W or Q. I think it's W, but
He started a Q right in this game right now.
he started Q.
So having a Kha'Zix start with Q is actually really essential to him, because at level 1, if he can find a target alone, he gets that isolation bonus, and he's able to do massive damage that a normal champion wouldn't be able to do at level 1.
Okay, that's good. That's good news.
Minions have spawned.
Early wards coming out too. Looks like LG Hunters knows where Seneca Sibyls are, and for some reason this is not in colorblind mode. So I apologize, folks. I'm just gonna change that real quick. Like, figure out how to do that.
So it looks like both sides of the jungles are going for a safe jungle route. There's no going to be no invades, no little shenanigan. Both teams want to play really safe here. Oni starting at the red buff, hopefully trying to get a quick camp. And we have, how do you say this name? Estili starting at the blue buff, getting the early blue. As we know, Jungle Kha'Zix is actually blue reliant, and he'll need those blue buffs to be able to clear his jungle quickly.
You know, something else we didn't take a quick look at though at Champ Select was no ignites on either side. Not a single person with ignites, but we have 2 teleports. We have a heal and an exhaust, and then 2 heals and 1 teleport. And 1
That's probably because Revoltic wants to take like a heal to counter Soy's teleport. So they both be taking the same summer spell, so if there's some kind of a teleport aggression, they'd be able to respond at the same time. But obviously, knowing Jax is a strong split pusher, he probably benefits more out of the teleport than a Renekton would have.
Yeah, Twitch doing some very nasty poke. Looks like he started. He picked his E second. He's gonna be doing quite a bit of damage.
The Venom
to
Casket
Thresh.
with the Contaminate actually does a lot of burst at the first early level, and it'll probably be very difficult for Vayne to fight that lane because of how squishy she is in the early game. And Braum, who's able to poke with his Q, basically his Q to add some stuns down there, is gonna make it very difficult for him.
And,
Ani starting at the top lane, trying to give Soy a lane gank here. It doesn't look like the Revoltic's gonna be pushing down this lane, so he's gonna be giving up that.
Yep.
Between these 2 junglers, Estil. How do you say that name actually?
Esteli.
Esteli has accumulated a 4 minion gold lead, so basically he'll be ahead of Ani this early game.
Lots of poke coming out too from this Twitch. This Twitch is very, very happy right now. I'll tell you that much. No early sweepers either from either side.
Yeah.
They really wanted that early vision on both sides, so they all picked Totem instead of sweeping lens.
So I want to kind of go through this mid lane here. Bless is actually being pushed into his turret, and Headpoint has got an EXP advantage over Bless. Pushing Nidalee against her tower without her Cougar form actually allows her to not be able to CS properly. So Headpoint's actually going to come out on top of this because of that.
Jack's taking a huge beating here too. He saw the gank coming though, and he decided to avoid it.
Some aggression there. He wanted to bully out a Jax in the early game because of how weak he is. He can't really trade to you until later on.
Yeah, but Jax has a Doran shield. Didn't go for the healing potions plus the flask or the elixir. So
Which
he's not gonna
Soy
have as much
has
sustain.
picked up a Doran Blade to do the early damage. He
Yeah.
knows he needs to bully out Revoltic so he won't be able to get big in the late game.
Yeah, he knows he can win the matchup too, early. Pre-level 6, I think Renekton can beat Jax pretty easily, but until that point, I think it could go either way. Or
Only on
after
Jarvan
that
is
point, apologies, after that point.
Only on Jarvan is actually moved down to the bottom side, taking the golem. He might be actually trying to go into this to a lane gank on this bot lane Twitch lane, but as you can see in the lane, there's actually a ward. So he whether or not that will be a crucial factor is that he might not be able to get this gank successfully because of how that ward is preventing him to sneak through the lane.
Oh, looks like he's doing something now. Hang on. What do we got here?
They don't see him.
They don't see him. Kha'Zix is coming in from the back too, though.
This counter gank is going to be tough.
This is going to be
out of
one
these
heck
two
of a
trades. Out of these two trades, it looks like that actually Seneca Sybil. Oh, here comes the
here we go.
aggression.
Oh, and
Vayne pushes the depth towards the wall.
Vayne.
Twitch putting some heavy damage onto Astili. Twitch taking out the Kha'Zix down there. Flash burn by Oni. Teleport from Headpoint. There's Katarina here. The resets are gonna come in.
Blue team
Double kill for Headpoint. That and LG Hunters taking it on top with for a 3-2 trade.
Moving back up to the top lane though. Renekton still giving Jax a beating.
From these two champions, actually, Twitch had picked up a Bilgewater Cutlass and so did Vayne. Both these champions scaled really well with these two items. Twitch be able to coming out of his camouflage from his ambush, popping the Rattata, and with the Bladed Rune can put down massive damage. But Vayne, traditionally, is a very strong jeweler. We'll be able to I don't know, depending on how strong these two champions are, they'd be equal level of dueling. Esteli wants heading down here to the white camp. He looks like he wants to get a gank onto Amex Punch. Gets spotted out by Ward, I think, that Braum put down there. So we're gonna have some problems.
Soy Milk really wanting to give Jax a hard time now, and he can't do it because, you know, he can do it. Jax is too low, so he really wants to give him a hard time. He does not want to let him leave, but looks like he's going to allow it. And as soon as he leaves, he's going to push the lane.
That ward spots out Astili now, so the Sibyls know that he's in that lane. He's leveled up his ultimate first, which everybody knows the first time that Kha'Zix gets his ultimate, he actually gets a huge armor buff, unlike the traditional Kha'Zix, and can do take a lot of massive pain early on. Vayne taking a lot of pounding from Braum and Twitch lane. She's having actually a really hard time to CS in this lane. 42 to 51, but with around 300 health to Twitch's 800 health.
One player disconnect, so I'm assuming a pause is going to come out, but haven't seen anything yet. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, Twitch going down to Vayne under the turret of all things. Braum really trying to give Vayne a hard time, but does not manage to get the kill. Thresh goes down in the crossfire. So really good bot lane duel from Seneca Sybil's.
Base God actually did something amazing, pretty good there. He managed to hook punch into the turret, getting him into turret range, which allowed Vayne to pop her Bilgewater Cutlass and basically get her 3 procs onto Twitch, causing him armor, basically that true damage that Vayne values so much in her build.
So now that spear stuck through to Jarvan. Surprised the pause hasn't come out yet because of the disconnect on the Italy, but I guess they're just gonna. Oh, here comes Katarina, sorry, not in Italy. Katarina ends up coming back into the game, so don't fret, players. Do not fret at all.
Revolker head back to base. He bought a Doran's shield and some boots to be able to compete against this Jax. Jax, seeing these two teams, they're actually building 2 Bilgewater Cutlasses, so it looks like they're gonna go for the Bladed Rune King. They'll be able to, with this build and this composition, they'll be able to actually push down one champion really fast because of the single damage DPS that Bladed Rune King picks up. So Soy actually has to build smart he had to decide whether he wants to go damage because of the percent damage of Blade of Rune King, or go pure tank.
Thresh leveling up Hook, or not Hook, sorry, Flay first for that extra poke damage. Missed the Hook though. Good dodge, good roll by the Vayne.
Ward spots out Ani in the bot lane, and as obviously Esteli has responded that with the counter gank, prepare for Ani's gank. But it looks like that Ani didn't realize it and is heading to mid lane, which he got spotted by another ward by Blessed.
Yeah, I think they realize something's up here because Thresh seems to be over-projecting a little bit for a gank. But oh, Twitch is going in now, and here comes the gank. Here comes the gank.
Vayne taking a lot of focus. She flashes, Esteli flashes out of the Jarvan ultimate, getting out alive, and Punch taking the double kill for the Sibyls. LG Hunters, actually.
Kha'Zix managed to jump out of there okay, but that was a tricky one, guys. That was a very, very... And LG Hunters managed to get on top, and now they're going for Dragon. 2 kills up and now a Dragon, but Seneca Sibyls does have eyes on it, so hopefully they can manage to pull something out of their hat. But nope.
That's a free Dragon for LG Hunters. Fortunately, they had a ward down at the Dragon Pit, so the Sibyls will know when that'll be up next.
Italy pushing down this turret.
A summoner has disconnected.
Headpoint has disconnected again.
Jinx, you owe me a soda.
Hey, come on, let's not do that here.
Oh boy. You know, I'm looking forward to seeing the late game Vayne and Twitch now, because with the changes they made to Twitch and the slight rework they did do, and more of an altercation on top of an art update rather than like an art or a total rework.
Yeah, definitely.
But his late game potential went up from what it used to be before, and with the vision changes too, it's just made it a huge issue to fight against the Twitch now without buying pinks. Before it was okay, you could you could kind of get by without pinks, but now you can't. You need to buy pinks for Twitch. Jarvan's definitely playing with fire here.
Can anyone confirm to me if tournament draft mode you can pause? But I'm pretty sure custom mode you can pause.
It should be in tournament draft mode, I think, in order to pause the game. Really, I don't see a huge issue at the moment, only because LG Hunters are winning the game.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
But we'll see what they say by the end of the game.
Oh, you can pause in tournament.
Is this not tournament draft? I think it is.
Steve set up the game, so.
Oh, okay, so we may not be in tournament draft mode. Slight issue, but we'll see how this goes.
Should we just say that this is a practice game then, or end it early?
No, I don't want to say.
Steve, can you make a call on this?
Yeah, let's get Steve in here. I don't want to say anything too early.
So this bot lane is actually both sides have gotten a Blade of Rune King, and they have the exact same build, similar CS, similar kills on each side. Gold is pretty even on that side. Mikey, Toy actually teleported into the top lane turret. The DDoS is real.
Jack's finally fighting back and almost killed Renekton earlier. He's really trying to push this lane. He wants this turret.
Jax can actually fight Renekton at this point just because he has the cutlass and he has enough damage.
Yeah, but he's not. He's just toying with him now. Yeah, he's just toying with him now. A little bit of a troll.
Some little trick 2G disrespect there, huh?
Yeah, a little bit.
Down in the bot lane, Justice, we just missed that kill actually.
Oh,
Justice is able to take ultimate and be able to take out Punch with the Blade of Rune King proc.
Looks like they're gonna take this turret now in response to the.
Ani's gonna try to defend this turret.
Oh, here we go.
Gets hooked by base gods as hook. They're not gonna go into this.
Yeah, complete disengage. Unfortunately, I don't have the powers to do the instant replay that the LCS has, so bear with me.
We're not professionals yet.
No, Nidalee definitely
And-
pushing down this Katarina, but Katarina slightly under leveled because of the disconnects. Nothing she can't make up for, though, I'm sure. But Nidalee, a huge split pusher in this game. So doing a really good job.
What would you say about the late game composition between these two teams? Obviously, having a Jackson in your team makes it really strong for a late game. Oh, here we come a game from Ani. Bless takes the flash, and 10 point flashing in with his ultimate, taking it down Bless in beautiful fashion. Rest in peace, son. Good night.
Unfortunately, just caught the end of that fight and I missed some of it, but Twitch doing a lot of poke damage here, hopefully going for the kill, and they get it too. Wow, that was a shock. I did not see that coming. Kazakh's going for the kill here on Renekton.
It looks like that Soy is going to be able to get away from this. Astili is not going to be tanky enough to dive a Renekton under the turret at this level.
Not at all. Let's actually
because Anya is going to be around the area.
back up a little bit. See if we can get that kill. Here we go, Nidalee pushing down the lane again.
Using that Cougar form to full extent to get to the lane faster. She's going to be able to spot out Iron Punch
and
as
here
he
comes
just
the
goes
gank
Hammer
here.
Punch. He dodges the trap to avoid vision, but pops out of it just to get the attack speed buff.
And she jumps the wrong way, unfortunately, but that's okay.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
Base God trying to make a play here, missing the hook down onto Kyle. Astili moving back down, and you can see that Revoltic in the top lane trying to gain more momentum for his team, just because they're behind on the gold count by 2,000 points.
Oh, Twitch trying to make something happen. See if he can do it. They want this turret now too. They already took the bot lane turret. They want the middle one. Oh, hook going out, but just barely missed.
In the bot lane, Justice took down bot lane turrets, pushing us very, very heavily like a Vayne should be able to. Vayne is actually a very, very strong split pusher, and which I can see from Purple Team's comp is that they're able to do that. Their dueling potential for these two teams, obviously the Sibyls come out on top, but in team fight, the AoE composition from LG Hunter topples them over.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Yep, Vayne taking down that turret with very little ease, and I think she's going to continue. But LG Hunters want to keep the Sibyls in the middle.
Purple team's turret has been
They take the
destroyed.
mid turret and then they move their way down to the bot lane. Vayne is going to have to leave very, very soon. Yep, okay. On her way off. And 3-man gank, I guess, if they manage to catch Vayne out, but I don't think they're going to go for it. Nope, they're going to back off completely. Top lane right now, though. Renekton going back again. And Jax split pushing like a beast. Getting that wave down.
Alex, you need to press tab to put the scoreboard back on.
Put the scoreboard back on. Scoreboard is on.
The CS count here between the top lane, 142 to 152. Jax is coming out on top here.
You know what,
Take it off.
actually, I forgot I could move these around. These bottom ones down here, we can do that real quick, so it'll be easier for people to look at. There we go.
Just to let you know, guys, this is actually me and Alice's first time streaming and casting together. We met several times at school, and we this is your second time casting, right, Ghost?
Yeah, this is my second time casting. First time actually doing all the controls, though, by the way. And I gotta say, I don't know how people do it and cast at the same time. It is tough. Honestly, it's tough. I don't know how people do it.
Much better. We're getting a lot positive response from the Twitch chat. Thank you, Steve. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Steve. Much
I'll see us.
appreciated. Steve, by the way, is the one who manages the league club, so everyone make sure to say hi to him.
You
Tell
see him
thank
out in you see him out in Markham campus. Say hi to him. Oh, down here in the bot lane is very interesting. Justice is holding into the bush, waiting for I'm a punch to go into that lane, but it looks like he's not going to take that bait. Continues to farm the lane as Punch goes ambushing, trying to catch Justice out of position.
No, he's
It looks
not
like he's
gonna
going
go
to
for
throw the Blade of Rune King.
It looked like he was going to go for it for a minute there, but I think he just wants the farm, and then, oh, see, look at that. Vayne ended up staying after all that. Oops, wrong button. There we go. Vayne ended up staying, so I think he's going to try and ambush Twitch. Nope, never mind. He's going to let it go. You keep farming and keep pushing. Then moving on to the other lanes, and now look, here's Twitch with the ambush.
There's a ping on the top lane. Ani wants to go for this gank, throwing down the flag and Q. Revolted, jumping across to the white camp. He got a ward down there and managed to flash over to safety. No kill on both sides.
There's Revoltic
Rotation
and
from
Renekton doing a beating, going at it again. Renekton has the Sunfire Cape now, so he's going to be able to absorb those hits a bit easier. And Jax bought Spell Pen boots, oddly enough, so he wants to make his ability power spells hit a little bit harder. But here comes Jarvan coming in, and is he going to get the kill? Flash for, wow, 2 flashes out of that whole fight. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think we're all sync.
No kills. Flash is forced out, but no kills. And remember, none of these teams have Ignite, so there's very little kill potential when it comes to ganks or assassinations.
Renekton is actually really strong for Renekton that there's no Ignite, just because of his ultimate gives him such a strong late game scaling with the regeneration. It's going to be very hard to kill Renekton without an Ignite, as he regens that health very fast.
Taking on that top lane, sure, keep the pushes going.
Jack's making big plays down here, heading toward Headpoint.
Yep.
Going to try to get the Q and E as Headpoint
Braum
jumps to
ultimate going in. He's out of it. He does not want to die though. Now Twitch wants revenge. So hopefully they can get something out of this kill. They ended up getting Braum and in response, Thresh and Kha'Zix. Jarvan's trying to run away. Twitch, oh, and it's going down to Vayne. Renekton has to flash out. And Vayne coming in with her signature move and then gets the kill. So it's a 3 for 2 so far, and Jax wanting more. Oh, Katarina jumping over to Jarvan, hopefully getting away, but Jax is still running.
I just realized actually that I think that both of us are actually out of sync, so I'm just gonna be focusing on analysis from here on out. While GhostJunk takes over for play-by-plays between these two teams.
Hopefully we can switch around a little bit more. I'm sorry, I seem to be talking over you. That's my bad, and I missed a kill.
It's no problem. It's not a problem. I love you as much as
Blue team's
much
turret
love.
has been destroyed.
Oh. I still can't get over this spell pen boots on Jax. Like, it's something you never see. You never see that on a Jax build, and Voltic seems to have built it. It's not bad. You just don't see it.
It works really good because Jax is actually a hybrid champion. Being able to use the Trinity Force proc that he's going to be able to get out of that Sheen would scale to that magic penetration in the later game. But you can see that actually that the Vayne and Jax have both Bladed Rune Kings, and so does, which was won over LG Hunter's Blade on Twitch.
I think the Twitch chat is, I think they're mocking me, which is fine because I get mocked on a constant basis, but it's funny to read. Yeah, the disconnects seem to be returning for Katarina. We're not 100% sure what the call will be made that Steve will make after the game is over, because we are not in tournament draft, we are in regular draft. Vayne wanting some blood from Renekton, but Renekton backing off. And
Yeah, like
looks like they took the kill though. Lots of stuff happening here.
Vayne is such a strong jeweler. She would be able to take down Renekton no problem by herself at this point.
Yeah.
Both Vayne and Jax are very big at this point. Everyone on the Sibyls have high kill potential just because of their 1 versus 1 duels. Kha'Zix with his isolation and Vayne with their three silver bolt procs. It looks like it's going to be a lot of trouble for the LG Hunters on what they're going to try to do. They have to really utilize that AoE composition that they have with them.
Oh yeah. This is definitely uncomfortable for Headpoint though because of his disconnects. We'll end up seeing what happens towards the end of the game. But Jack's very, very fed right now. 2-0. Working on that Trinity Force. Guys, if don't apologize. It's all part of the Twitch chat. You know, as long as you're having fun, you're having a good time, you're watching the stream, please don't worry about it. You know, just nothing overly offensive, and I'm sure we'll all have a good time. Kha'Zix going down to Twitch with a surprise sneak attack, and tries to jump out of the way, but just misses.
At this point, we're gonna see if Nidalee's gonna be able to steal Baron away from this. She does a lot of damage, and you can see what she did to that Twitch. Maybe that's close to 800 damage, or almost 1,000.
Yeah, I'm hoping. Oh, here's a Baron play here. We all know how much Baron can ruin a team fight, so let's see if we can get something to happen here. Wow, Twitch getting hit by a spear, taken very, very, very low. And Nidalee's still poking as much as she can. But the whole team isn't here yet. So they end up taking the Baron. After all that, not even a fight. They just took the Baron. They just took it. No, there was no fight. There was nothing going on. But oh wait, you know what? There was something going on. Jack in the bot lane. Look at that Jack go. He's not even moving. You can't see him move. That's how fast he's attacking right now.
Jax is notorious being Season 2, he used to be the common split pusher, but now in LCS, Jax has came into favor and he's being used as a split pusher for many teams right now, just because of the 1 versus 1 dual potential and be able to take down towers so quickly from his W procs.
Now they're taking some more buffs. He doesn't love blue, but LG Hunter is pushing down the mid lane. Fully Baroned up, completely uncontested Baron. So hopefully they can get some revenge now. Let's take a quick look at the gold too. 11,000 gold on Vayne. 11, just a little bit less on Twitch. And I'm sure the kills make up for some of those. Oh, big ass fight coming on here. Twitch having to bail out. Hook comes up by Thresh. Ridley doing lots of damage. Katarina's Zanya does not do a whole lot. Vayne taken very, very low, but looks like she's going to be very okay for next time. Yeah. Managing to pick up 2 kills together. That's not a whole lot, but you know what? Vayne, Hyper Vayne, Hyper late game Vayne. Actually having to back off, and it looks like it's going to be an ace if they can manage to pick off this Renekton.
We can't ignore Twitch actually here. He has a total of 218 AD with a lot of critical damage. He still hurts a lot, and if you know for Twitch, he scales a lot really well with his critical damage because of his armor penetration. So he's going to be such a huge threat to the Sibyls in the near future.
Yeah, this is not looking good for LG Hunter. Oh, but Twitch coming in. Look at the surprise attack, taking Thresh out with no problem, almost killing Vayne and Vayne. Oh wow, that's disappointing. The spear, the reverse spear, really killing. Oh man, I feel bad for that Twitch. That Twitch makes me want to cry.
Yeah, that 473 magic damage can really hurt a lot on Nidalee, and as she moves further away, she actually gains more AP damage onto him, so that Twitch, having only close to 1,600 health, is probably going to get one-shotted in that engagement.
Oh man, I feel bad. I feel sad now. I'm surprised
Twitch-
we haven't seen a Banshee's Veil though come out from either side yet, based on how much.
Exactly. Having a Thresh in Italy, it should be a requirement to have a Banshee's Veil. Just because you don't want to be that one guy who gets hit by a spear or a hook and gets the entire team killed.
Exactly. We should see them on both sides really, because you don't want to be that guy that gets hit by a Braum Q and then starts off that stun chain, because that's really bad. Like if you get stunned by that, it's 9 times out of 10 you're gonna die.
Yeah.
And
Just because of Twitch of how much attack speed he has and the Braum Q makes him such an easy target for the auto attack range to get that stun in place. It's almost guaranteed that he'll be able to get that stun just because Twitch is focusing. And not to mention there's also Jarvan around with the extra attack speed boost to get those procs.
Yeah, and you know what? Just as we mentioned Banshee's Veil, he builds one, so people are thinking things. Renekton knows the whole team is up by their blue, so they know that they're gonna come down the mid lane soon. Italy Spear coming out, not making a connection, but they want this inhibitor. Big fight coming out. Oh, there's the Braum ult.
Both teams very hungry for a win here.
Oh yeah, look at all the damage going on in the Jarvan ult. The Katarina ult managed to kill 2 people. That was really impressive. Jarvan really trying to wow, good teamwork there by Braum. Braum ended up starting to chain up, but I think Jax just moves a little bit too quick. Vayne looks like gonna go down to the Twitch ult. So LG Hunters just got themselves back into this now with a 4 for nothing team fight. That was really, really good work. Let's take another quick look at the gold here and see if anything can change. So now Vayne, even though they lost that fight, up 1,000 gold. Jax is up 2,000 gold.
LG Hunters have to be very careful here, just because of the re-engage potential from the Seneca Sibyls. They could be entirely wiped out, and this could end them the game if they make one mistake, as there's only 2 turrets and an inhibitor guarding down the mid lane.
And they did get that inhibitor too. There's no inhibitor on the other side. But Twitch is going to go down. Looks like Braum with the shield. So hopefully he'll pick up a lot of that damage. Jarvan is going down to the track, which is a huge disappointment. And Braum needs someone to jump to, but no one is going to turn back. He's going to accept his fate, and hopefully they'll get that one back.
From these 2 builds, you can see that Vayne picked up already a Last Whisper just for how tanky the LG Hunters are. She's going to be able to melt down those lanes with the Bladed Rune King and the Last Whisper procs. So that Braum, his shield ain't protecting no one.
No, not at the moment.
Blue team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
Although we can't count Braum out yet, because Braum's shield blocks projectiles, but it also reduces damage he takes from all sources for a few seconds. And then that number diminishes over time. So as long as the person is facing Braum, while he's got the shield up, he'll still take reduced damage. He just blocks all the projectiles on top of
Does his reduced damage affect the armor penetration that Vayne can put out, or does it ignore it?
No, it affects it, but
It's
it's calculated afterwards. So after Braum puts the shield out, all the attacks that Vayne will do will be damage calculated after the Braum shield. So I think Braum shield is 30%, and then it diminishes. So it'll be Vayne's attack, then 30% addition, and then it'll diminish. And another Baron. This time, Seneca Sibyls are ready. And they grab the... Oh wow. I was going to say, I thought the Thresh grabbed the Baron for a minute with the hook, but he didn't manage to pick it up. But Renekton pops ultimate just in case.
Yeah, Ani is no Saint Vicious here. He's not going to miss that smite to a Thresh hook. There's no way.
No. Almost managed to get that Baron, though. I thought he had that for a minute there, but the smite ended up taking it down.
Smite Vicious, huh?
Yeah, smite Vicious.
between Nidalee and Katarina. Katarina here having a lot of AP. The difference between these two champions is that Katarina has a lot of AoE damage, and that's what LG Hunters have to play. They have to play to their team comp, get those 5-on-5s that they need to be able to come on top now, because Seneca Sibyls are so strong at 1-on-1s that basically they're not going to be able to fight them at that point.
No, they're going to have to really think about this carefully now, because LG Hunter just made a huge comeback.
582 AP towards 595 AP. Nearly identical AP. But having a Nidalee on your team is actually really, really beneficial to a team. She can throw one spear and take the entire team out of a fight. She can basically take out one player and make it a 4 vs 5 if her spears land on the required target.
Now we got another Banshees coming up quick, finally. He won't be, hopefully he won't be targeted too often, but when he is, he'll be able to absorb that first spell. Poking Nidalee. You're gonna need it.
Purple team's inhibitor is respawning soon.
Soy has to go down here to the mid lane to clear the lane, just because there's the inhibitors down and it's pushing down super minions. It's going to make it really difficult for them to hold lanes and with all that pressure.
And now Seneca Sibyls has an inhibitor, and LG Hunters do not. So they're going to have to make a play here, or they're going to have to back off soon. Looks like they're going to decide to back off. They have Baron. It's a fresh Baron too, so they do have some time on it, but it's running out.
But at the same time,
they have something. Oh, something happens here. Here we go. Jarvan ult coming out. Katarina using the Zanya, hoping to get a good kill. And Jax almost going down, almost, but the heal saves him at the last second. That was really close, but they take Thresh and walk away. That was a 4v5 to it. Oh no, wait, never mind. Renekton teleported in.
I'll be right under the nose.
The teleport from Renekton.
Oh, look at his Twitch. He wants to make something happen. Come on.
Thank you, Strife Man, for pointing that out. You can always use a third caster.
Yep. Could use a third caster, actually. I'd rather just do the controls at the moment and let you guys cast. That'd be so much easier. Bansheesville taking a spear. I'll just provide the ambiance.
LG Hunters have to be very careful about that mid lane as they're constantly pushing with super minions.
Yeah. Well, Jack's
They
coming
have
in
to get that
heal,
inhibitor.
but backing off. Here we go. Kazak's jumping in, almost killed somebody, but went down in the end. Thresh ulti coming up. Katarina just about to kill Thresh, but doesn't make it happen. Thresh ends up getting the kill there, kill steal. And
The kill
goes
steal.
down.
Even at this elo, there are kill steals.
Yep,
friends.
even at this elo. Still went down though in the end.
Purple team's
Braum
turret has been
shield.
destroyed.
That Braum shield is so overpowered right now.
Braum Shield's actually at max level. He's able to block a lot of incoming damage, reducing everything by 40%.
Yep.
So basically, that Nidalee spear will just basically probably just tickle for him, just 1/8 of his health. Just gonna have to throw 8 spears to take down Braum.
Been destroyed.
He's gonna be
right
able to
now-
block Twitch easily.
I think right now Braum, not only being almost bit the dust from that spear. I think right now though the Braum shield is probably one of the strongest abilities in the game, and I picture a team with Braum and Yasuo and just nothing gets through. You know,
That's
you
a little redundant though, but yeah.
it is redundant, but I mean think about it. Like if they're a heavy poke team and you know it, no projectiles are gonna get through.
No, definitely not.
Nothing is gonna nothing will get through. Lux beam won't get through. Caitlyn ult won't get. Nothing will get through. With those, that means you can block a flank effectively with those two champions.
MF will be very, very sad as she can see bullets are just pinging off that shield.
Yeah, I know. I'd be disappointed if I was Misfortune. I don't play AD carry, so I don't think I'll ever be that upset.
So
Something-
Dragon is up right now. They have there's a lot of pressure that they need to put down there as the gold swing is pretty even between these two teams. Consistently 2k gold since the beginning of the game. It hasn't shifted much.
Something to take note too about Braum is when he's got his shield up, he's still vulnerable to crowd control. So he will absorb the projectile. He'll take low damage from a projectile. But if it's a thresh hook will do almost nothing to him, but he will be hooked. So he will take CC control, but he will not take projectiles.
Yes, Baron should be up soon within like 30 seconds or so. I'm behind, so I can't tell exactly when.
It's a 40-second kill Baron.
You're 30 seconds behind me.
Am I 30 seconds behind?
Yeah, you're 30 seconds behind me.
Probably 30 seconds behind. Hang on. I think we can jump to the... There we go.
Are you sync with me now?
Yep. Sync with you now.
Blue
Okay.
team has slain Baron Nashor.
Bro, I'm taking a Baron buff for the LG Hunters. As they move down toward mid lane, Seneca Sibyls are going to have to regroup, rethink their strategy as in the late game now, teams that really valuable that AoE composition.
This is the third Baron too that Seneca or LG Hunters have taken. You know, Seneca.
Oh, Vayne getting caught out down in the bot lane. She's able to condemn Twitch to the wall, taking one kill, 1-for-1 worth it.
Yeah, did get the got the Twitch kill, but all right, made the best of a bad situation. That's pretty. That's all right. That's not bad. But 2 inhibitors now down on the Civil side. And remember, Headpoint had problem. He had some disconnect problems in the beginning, so they won this fight semi-handicapped.
Reddington right now in this game, he has a total of 255 armor. He can basically tank any turrets here, regen it up, no problem, and basically he can basically save his minion waves for the push for pressure. As you can see earlier, he just tanked up all that turret, took no damage.
Gold League just got extended to about 4,000 now. Finally, some significant difference.
Oh, Headpoint getting a hook down by Thresh, but there's no one there to follow it up. He dies alone. No revenge kill.
Unfortunately.
Double lift senpai, yes. You can go get his autograph. Go ask for Justice autograph. He's double lift.
Is he double lift?
He's double lift. I'm gonna go get his autograph after this. He's gonna make it big.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Actually, it was really interesting. Like you could see, like Twitch having the upper hand on Vayne down there, but Vayne coming up on top shows how strong Vayne is. One versus one potential. Twitch has to be really careful what he does to pick his target and focus on using that rat-tat-tat for the AOE damage.
It
kind of makes me.
Inhibitor.
It kind of makes me think about his current build, going for the Blade of Rune King rather than a Bloodthirster, just because he knows his team is an AOE-based damage. He needs more consistent damage rather than the one target DPS.
Looks like I think Headpoint is disconnected again because he's just sitting there.
Oh, he's coming in with a teleport. Katarina reset coming right off.
Oh, never mind. Here comes the Katarina. Oh, I think he was waiting for the teleport.
All the CDs wasted down on the Jarvan and
Ooh,
pulling out a triple kill.
Yep, that's gotta hurt.
Very smart play there by Headpoint, knowing that they go in for the 4 versus 1, but miscalculating Katarina's teleport.
And
It looks like the LG Hunters are gonna take game 1 of the tournament here, guys.
Game 1 has been taken. And there's the Zanyas, the troll Zanyas. Game 1.
GG LG Hunters.
Going to LG Hunters.
I'd say like the all-star of that pick had to be Headpoint there with all those resets. He can't just team up, even all being disconnected. Seeing from the damage